I don't know if it's underway. It looks like it just started. And what's sure to be another fast-paced game on Anfractuous. This, I think, has the potential to be an extremely intriguing matchup. Saw Necro dominate their match last week. However, it was on the back of some very strong defensive play. And as we just saw, not a map that's very conducive to relying on your defense to keep the flag clear. So we're gonna watch Baza running the flag here, catching Rockets to the feet, getting pushed around by that shock, but it's pushing in the wrong direction, right across the map. Blue though with a smart cutoff, and Sonic now. Amp runs out. He's gonna be covering himself with rockets. Red will be probably cutting him off in his own base. I've already seen some translocators flying past. They're going to be in that situation where they need to clear their base. One last grab right before the lift. Nice pickups there by Solid Snake and Trevor, one of his teammates, died. They can get this return. They should get the go-ahead cap. They do need to clear this base, though. It's 3-on-1, so it should come in. Flag gets returned. Flag goes down, I see. There's the return. Killed on the stick, but able to get the cap right beforehand. Necro up early, 1-0. But if you've been paying attention today, you already know. Doesn't mean too much on Anfrac, as this can be an extremely high-scoring game. We're going to watch Big V playing some defense here. I believe this is a map that is fairly equally played between North American and European communities, for whatever that's worth. We're not going to see a situation like on, say, TwinTombs, where one team has a little bit more experience than the other. Big V's perspective, not a whole lot coming in from the blue team. I hope they're not sitting comfortable with their one cap lead, because that's going to allow Red to push out in front and really be aggressive. And you can get this flag moving so easily on this map. You don't want to be overly defensive. Give up an easy cap. Rockets coming all out. Let's see where Simpson is now. He's on that lift, threatening to go up it. He actually takes it to the top. He's going to try to grab the 50 armor, which is up. And see if he goes down and grabs these health packs, or if he just goes straight out towards Amp. He just goes towards Amp, jumping right into the red team. Able to get the kill, though. Hops through the shock, getting great cover heading back to his base. He will go down. Flag gets picked up, though. Sonic Piston straight back to his flag stand. Gets denied on the stick. Another denial. Baza able to sneak in there and get that return. Keep an eye, or keep that one in mind, y'all. That one basically was a cap, got denied, could come back to be huge. Here's the telefrag on PB, so let's go ahead and pick us another defender to watch. We'll watch Baza run the flag and get rocketed in the face. Let's watch Samson. See him making good use of those rockets. It's going to disrupt flag runners' movement and shoot right around their shield gun, but he gets taken down by some nice cover. And deciding to go for that lightning gun rather than cutting off the flag carrier, it's a risk-reward situation. Doesn't get him the reward because now he's got two cover in between him and the flag carrier, so it's going to be tricky for him. Nice distance shot, though. Good patient aiming right there. Oh, the flag goes up the lift. Who's going to get this first? Looks like Red able to get that pickup there. They're going to extend this flag run back into their own base now. Nice combination movement right there by Santa, able to wall dodge up in there and get that kill. Sonic now running this. Will he take the pipes? It doesn't look like Red Team knows where he is. He's just going to take the faster run straight through minigun. But you can expect Red Team to be cutting him off, be all around him. Doesn't have enough cover at the moment. Rockets take him down. There's the return. Oof. It's tough covering these flags going back and forth. PB going down again. And that's another return. I think I might be best off following just a defender. You see, we're being a little bit sneaky with their flag run here, hiding right inside the base. They're going to inch their way across mid. What they're waiting on is they're letting the red team get confused and go straight to their base to try to cut them off. That'll let them waltz across mid untouched, and they're hoping they can time and hit that flag stand right as their flag gets returned. He's back on the stick, but now he's got red all over him. Hoping to get this return right at the right time. Gets there, gets killed on the stick, but not until after he caps. Blue goes up 2 now. Just about 6 minutes into this game. So Necro still pitching a shutout. If I recall, Could be mistaken. Did Necro give up a cap last match? Are they still pitching a shutout? I don't know what the score on Pistola was. Anyone on Twitch knows that. Useful information. A little look at the scoreboard while we're a little bit slow here. As you can tell, for Red Team, you've got Leno, Big V, and PB, all North American players. Pings, though, looking reasonable and certainly manageable. Don't think that's going to play a huge role in this match. We're going to stick with IMW here. He's trying to get this flag cut off, and doesn't seem to know where his flag is headed. Looks like they got the kill, maybe waiting on that return until the base was clear, but that was a pickup, so let's follow that. Simpson's going to be running back up his own, or no, back out minigun rather, towards his own flag. Gets cut off in mid by Red. He's going to have to jump out there. Nice jump. Goes right underneath Big V. Those rockets come out. His cover cleans them up. He's going to be back in his own base. His flag is home. He can jump to his base if he survives. There's the pickup. Oh, gets denied on the stick. Both flags are down. Nobody can survive long enough. They finally get the pickup in the cap. And Red Team so close to a denial there, but Blue able to get that one extra kill, finish off that flag run. And just about halfway through this game, we're already seeing Necro extending this lead. Continuing to look very good in this tournament. Someone had amp. Let's follow it and see if we can catch up to it. There it is. It's going to be Leno with this amp. Probably going to be covering. Gets some damage output on the defenders to try to clear some space for his flag carrier. Going to be trailing behind him a bit. This is a map where it can be very difficult to keep up with your own flag carrier if they don't tell you where they're going ahead of time. Just due to how wide the map is, how much room there is between the different paths. You have to be on top of those flag routes. Let's watch Blue's defense now. Let's see, who do we got on defense for Blue? Who do we have? I think we had Santa, right? So we're going to watch him for a little bit. Okay, it looks like DF actually won Pistola 1-0 is what I'm seeing. So Necro trying to tie things up here, even things up 1-1. Still plenty of time left, just about the halfway point of the match. Watching Santa here trying to track down his flag so we can cut it off. Looks like the flag carrier has doubled back on him. And now this is what you can do on a map like this where you can move around so much, is Santa's basically wasted like 30 seconds of time trying to figure out where things were going. Nobody could communicate where the flag carrier was, and that's just idle time where he's not really doing anything. He didn't really have a choice, but that's what you can do whenever you confuse the defenders and you're able to get away from them like that and get out of their line of sight. Let's follow the flag carriers now as we've got a standoff going on. Both teams staying relatively close to their flag stand. They want to be able to sneak in there and get that instant cap if their flag does get returned. Simpson under pressure, but not really seeing much sustained pressure on him. However, he does run away from his cover, so a bit of a dangerous move here. Trying to be sneaky, but if Red Team, ooh, Big V just chose the wrong corner there, could have turned around and got a free shot on the flag carrier. Simpson perhaps a little lucky there. He's going to circle back around, just be waiting on his stick. Let's go see what Leno's doing. They're opting to pretty much just play right on top of their stick and just outshoot everyone, basically playing duck hunt here. Leno, PB, and Baza basically just saying, I dare you, translocate across my map, we're going to zap you 2 or 3 times at once and take you down. Finally goes down, no return there. Simpson takes some damage, no return there. Rockets do come in. Big V is going to be in his face with rockets, but he gets taken down by cover, so we're seeing 2 good flag standoffs here. But Blue Team able to get that return, sitting right on the stick, gets the easy cap. And with just under 9 minutes to go, Necro is pretty close to securing this one. Since the map can cap on so fast, you don't want to call it over, but DF is going to have to start pushing a little more aggressively. They can't afford to not have the enemy flag in their hands at this point. Baza runs into 3 blues. Santa able to drop down and keep that flag. Barry wants it. Who is the other blue defender? Is it Solid Snake? Doesn't appear to be. I would be curious though to see if blue drops one of their attackers back to cut off flag carriers in mid, just to slow the game down. We can see Solid Snake cherry picking, expecting his carry to go down. Simpson though has 50 armor, has a pretty good run across mid. Maybe catching up with him to actually cover now. Blue now pushing red, just not even putting any pressure on him. You can expect them to get cut off around the corner, but blue with basically a free run back to their base. Not going to be helpful for red team. Simpson finding himself all by himself. If they get this return, could put it away. Only one person. Oh, there's Big. Okay, Big V goes down. They still have one more, putting pressure. Going to be on a stick. No return. There's another. That's going to be a flag pass. Let's see what's happening with the red flags. Flag carrier. You see Lino, same situation as before. It looks like they're just basically daring blue to jump across the map, just plucking him out of the air. Takes a lot of damage from those rockets. He's going to have to pass his flag soon. Actually, he decides to go towards flak, maybe thinking about picking up those health packs. That's going to be dangerous, though. He needs to get rid of this flag. Otherwise, any kind of flak ball, any kind of, say, link gun, is going to be able to finish him off, and blue's going to get that return. Not winning the war of attrition there. And that 5th cap will probably put it out of reach as we've got just under 7 minutes to go. Necro's still looking really good. However, TF did take Pistola here. So that means we're going to see another TwinTombs game, and yet another TwinTombs game with a team that's half North American on one side. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. As it is, let's catch up to this flag carrier, see what Lino can do, as he's going to be just trying to run as fast as possible. At this point, I don't think they're going to be playing for a win. They might be playing for caps to up their stats in case of a tiebreaker. The smart move there, cutting off the flag carrier from the left. That's very important. Your forward defender is typically going to be dedicated primarily to that role, because that limits your flag carriers so much whenever they grab, go low, and can't take that lift. We see him pinned in by that shield gun, almost goes down to it. Able to relay it though. Solid Snake grabbing this one. He's going to run around mid a bit, and not getting cut off here. Red losing track of the flag carrier again. Pretty easy on a big map like this, but I've seen blue get across the map in a couple situations where they really didn't catch much resistance. Almost a solo return there, does good damage, but Simpson's just going to back this one back out. That huge lead, again, they really don't have to worry too much about capping this flag again. 5 minutes to go, though, so it wouldn't hurt to put more on the board. I was actually catching up to him. Does get the kill, but he's going to be pretty weak. Does have some armor, however.
5 minute warning.
Oh, he runs into the flag carrier, maybe gets the kill. There's a killing spree, and the enemy flag carrier kill, and the cap. So Simpson doing a little bit of everything right there. And he may even get another flag return, just for good measure. There's the 1 HP flag return, finally kills himself to reset his health. Simpson basically just being one-man team right there. Give you a look at the stats here. 6-0 with 4.5 minutes left. This is essentially garbage time at this point. I think teams playing for the caps. Oh, Lino missing his piston, jumping right into that pillar. He may take the pipes here just to be sneaky. And he's taking the pipes. It's a good opportunity. Blue is nowhere around him. They don't even see him. You see him jumping right over him. Smart move by Lino, not making any noise, not taking any shots to give away his position. They finally see him, so he's going to be vulnerable, but not before he gets all the way across the map. Gets any cover, he might be able to take this home and put DTF on the map. Excuse me, on the scoreboard, rather, on this map. And he does it, limps his way home, so Lino taking a roundabout pipes run, able to get a cap across for red team. which, you know, again, could come into play in tiebreaker situations. Still 3.5 minutes to go in this one. And lots of flag running yet to be had. Not going to affect the outcome of this match. We will see a map 3. Should be, well, it will be TwinTombs. And it should be interesting because, much like the one we saw earlier, we're going to have a primarily North American team against a primarily European team. That may, you know, the experience factor may come into play on that. Odds are running the flag. He's just going to go down instantly. I think it would be prudent to perhaps just follow a defender at this point. We're going to head back to Santa. Watch him keeping his flag secure. They did just give up a cap, but it's pretty much been under control for Necro on Anfractuous. Well, right as I say that, red team doing a good job of disrupting the defense right as they spawn. Santa getting spawn killed a couple times in a row. That's going to give blue a chance to get across mid. Excuse me, red a chance to get across mid. And, oh wow, nice prediction. Perhaps lucky is a better word. Rockets by Santa there hitting 2 people with those. Red team, oh, a mid-air rocket there. Bit of a kamikaze, but it still counts. Gets the return. Denies that opportunity to get a second cap on the board. And even with time running out, Santa being pretty stingy. Let's follow Simpson as he's going to be running this flag out to mid. Now Rocket's waiting on him. Actually wins that fight. He's going to head up. 50 armor's not there. May decide to drop back down. Yep, going across amp. That high mid area. And try to piston the base. Almost hits 3 rockets. And he's going to be stuck in a corner here, but Red's going to cut him off, get that easy return. One more look at the scoreboard with 1.5 minutes left. And at this point, pretty much over. Playing for a combination of pride and tiebreaker caps, but as I said, 1-0 Pistola was DTF's favorite, so we will see a third map and coming up in just about a minute.
1 minute.
Big V trying to bait him into grabbing that flag and kill him off it. Didn't quite work. And right now it's just basically a slew of grabs and deaths. Red team getting the flag back to their own base. Definitely want to keep this secure, but right now there's nobody covering them. Maybe had everybody dedicated to return. Had Lino ready to cherry pick, trying to rack up caps. They can manage it. Oh, he actually gives up the amp there. That's going to cause him problems. The amp minigun will chew him apart. Blue is going to actually get one more run of their own in here. Went across high mid, maybe heading towards his minigun. Red team will cut him off. Raza drops back. Pins him down. That's going to return. That'll probably be the last chance for blue. Red's trying to sneak one more across. May have enough time, but he's not going to be able to piston, and anything is going to take him down. No cover. That'll do it. Here's your scoreboard. Necro wins this one big, ties the match up. See TwinTombs in 1 moment. Alright, we got everyone in the server, and you know, not unlike previous TwinTombs game we saw, as I mentioned, you do have a North American heavy team, Lino's team, DTF, playing against a entirely European team, Necro, and TwinTombs being a map that was much more commonly played in the European community. It'll be interesting to see if that plays a role. The difference though with this game is, unlike Shot Callers, it's not primarily their defensive side. It's not all one side that is perhaps lacking experience. I'm actually kind of curious because that team has quite a few two-way players. That is to say, they have multiple people on their roster that can play different positions. And it'll be interesting to see who they decide to play on defense here. My guess would be PB and Big V, but I don't know that for a fact because, again, I don't know who is comfortable in which roles on this map. But given what we saw on Pistola, evidently both teams playing extremely defensively, would not be surprised to see a slow-paced game on this one as opposed to the last match we saw in it, where everyone played 3 dedicated offense, and the flags were moving quite a bit, and you saw some really prolonged flag runs and flag standoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if these teams drop a third back to defense, try to slow this down and see who can get that first cap, and maybe just you know, try to front run like that. This can be a very difficult map to get flag runs going. You have heavy defensive presence in the base. Alright, players are ready to go. It's going to be week 2, map 3, Necro versus DTF. Players are ready, and we already have a disconnection though, so probably going to see a restart here. Just a quick restart. That'll give me time to have my chair squeak all over the stream. I hope that was pleasant for everybody else. Bazo getting a little bit of pack loss. Same thing with PB. PB's ping is looking kind of rough here. 128 is right on that range of being just, well, it might be going down. I think he just reconnected, so maybe it'll head down a bit. Everyone else looking alright. Big V and Lino both with sub 90 pings. Pretty much as best you can ask for going across the pond. Okay, PB's is settling down a bit. Looks like that may not play a role. But I do want to let him get in here and get everything settled. I don't remember if anti-TCC or if anything's running on this server, so I may need to wait for all those checks and everything to go ahead and get done. Bazo with some significant packet loss coming in. And in a map like this where you've got a death pit in the middle of the flag room, that can be extremely dangerous if you're trying to dodge over that. You get a packet loss spike, you end up falling right down into it. If Baza ever ends up with a flag in his hand, that's going to be a tricky situation for him to deal with. I wonder if they're going to play him on offense or if they might put him on D. And running with packet loss, it's going to be very tricky to run the flag over those gaps. Alright, players are ready for the real restart. And it's game time, baby. Connex 5 here. This is week 2, map 3, Necro versus DTF. We saw DTF take Pistola 1-0. Necro ran away with Anfractuous. Now we've got TwinTombs, and it'll be interesting to see. Okay, looks like we're going to have PB and Big V playing defense on the red side, and already Blue's going to be out front in mid. See him covering himself with rockets. Good move by Sonic, pistoning straight up. Going to be coming right in his front door. Nice drop back by red team though to secure that, and they're going to try to steal that 100 armor on Blue's side. Oh, as Blue steals red amp, you're going to want to keep an eye on those amps. It's easy for the defense to get out there to grab it, but it is out of the way and out of their line of sight. So if the defense loses timing of their own amp, that can often go to the enemy attackers, and that can be a huge deciding factor in a game. Sonic sneaking across the map, back in his own base. He's got nobody in front of him. He's going to cap. Gets killed at the last second, but Lino just a split second too late, so Necro already up 1-0. And it looks like Baza will be running the flag. Covering himself, doing a good job dropping rockets behind. And again, though, you have to be worried about him with that packet loss, trying to make advanced movements, you know, with those connection issues. We're going to watch PB now. He tries to keep his base secure. Well, this is a pretty long flag run, so I wonder how far they're getting. I think I'm actually just going to catch up to that flag. Lino's going to be dancing around mid. Pretty low in health, though, so one shot's going to do him. He's just going to go ahead and get that flag moving. Takes that damage, runs into the flag carrier, does a little bit of damage. Actually gets in his own base. You expect him to get cut off in his flag room. Nobody's there. He's going to cap with 19 health. Lino ninjas his way into his own base. Blue completely lost track of him. That's a huge mistake by Necro. Credit the cover of the red team, and credit Lino for being able to play off of where they were positioned and sneak right in for that cap. We had a tie game once again, 3 minutes in. And there you see red team. Looks like they're going to have either Stod defending or Stod just dropping back. Not quite sure. It looks like Stod's going to be their swingman. And you do have a couple of their offensive players coming back to base, maybe checking on their amp. Rocket's going to come in and take him out. You're going to see PB try to cut him off, likely low. Flag carrier backs back up. That'll give him a chance to get a weapon. Not what you want to do, your Necro. Red right now with 3 in their flag room. I don't know, again, if that's going to be their strategy to fall back every time, or if that was just sort of a convenience play. PB now by himself in the flag room, so it looks like Red is kind of pushing some of their defense around on patrols. Kind of surprised, expected to maybe see 2 in the flag room. PB though looking kind of bored at the moment. Let's go check on his flag carrier and see where he's going. Baza, 50 armor. He's gonna wait for blue team to get in front of him. Oh, unlucky spawn for Baza. Blue spawns right behind him, automatically gives away his position. Nothing you can do about that when he's going to run out to mid, try to cover himself. Good move doubling back into those health pickups, but not enough damage to save himself. Simpson's going to be running this flag. Picks up that 50 armor, which could be extremely important. He's kind of struggling here, just stuck in this tiny little hallway, afraid to get cut off. Finally gets cover, health packs are gone. He may go up top here where there's more health. It's exactly what he does. We've seen extremely slow, patient flag run by Simpson here as he's just trying to get health before jumping out to mid. And it looks like the red team lost track of him. He actually gets bounced on top of, so a stomp move right there. Simpson getting back up to health and immediately back down. And all that patience didn't quite pay off for him as red team was able to keep track of him as he came through mid, able to cut him off. And let's see who's playing D for Necro on this one. See Baza falling down to that pit o' death. And Santa doing a good job. You can tell he definitely has timing on their amp, which isn't a given on this map. Again, since you're running around so much chasing flag carriers, pretty easy to lose track of your amp. But if you lose control of it, it's going to often go to enemy attackers, and that is problematic. Smart move by Santa, pushing it out to mid to maybe try to give his flag carrier a little bit of running room. Doing some damage. I don't think he knows where his carrier is coming out. You see him pushing all the way up now. Looks like Blue had both amps at once, and that's going to make it much easier for them to push this one across. Simpson's going to be in position to cap. Is Red going to sneak in front? They are going to get a grab. Kill right on the stand. That's going to be an easy walk home for Simpson. And dual amps on that flag run, and that's an absolute killer. So if you're red team, you have to get control of your amp right now. You can't let that become the pattern in this match. Let's watch PB again. Or, you know what, we'll switch over to Big V. see in that front defensive role if maybe he pushes back to that right side to try to hold that amp. See a lucky spawn by V there. Gonna get his shock rifle back, but he does have cover taking him down from behind, so he's gonna have to back up and go around. Maybe try to cut off the flag carrier with rockets. See him going into his side. Almost had a combo set up, didn't quite get it in there, so now Sonic's gonna be back in his own base yet again. And he's still quite a ways away from his flag. He's gonna opt to take the back route just to give his team time to keep the flag stand clear, get the flag stand cleared. And they do just that, focusing red down one at a time. Perfect timing jumping in there, and Blue's going to have 1 amp again. I wonder if they grab Red's amp again. As it is, it's going to be 3-1, just about a third of the way into this game. Pretty much all Necro so far. DTF able to get that nice quick cap earlier, but really having trouble keeping their flag clear at the moment. And of course, as I say that, blue team seems to have dropped everybody back, because red is back in their base with this flag. They can get this base cleared. They can pull back within 1. They need 1 more kill here. Cover takes him out. He'll be able to jump to his flag stand. And there you go, Lino with another run. Pulling back within 1, less than halfway through this match. So back and forth these teams are going. I want to watch Pri, or Brix, or however you pronounce his name. Been told like 3 different things over the past month. Heard that 100 armor taken by red. We'll see if they come in with it on offense or if they begin it to their defense. You heard their amp taken as well. It's a headshot across the map by Pri. He is absolutely just picking people off right now. And if you're red, it just means you're not putting enough pressure. You really can't afford to let the enemy defenders push that far up and not punish them. You have to sneak behind them and get that flag moving. But not able to do it at the moment. There they go. They finally get that flag going. Fortunately, he runs right into that combo. With all kinds of damage at, but he's still alive. Flag goes down. Nice pickup by Baza. He's going to be coming in low. This is, again, a dangerous move, though. He's in that low area. They're going to be able to get that return. Oh, they do get that return, but you know, it'd be interesting to see Baza taking that dangerous jump pad over the gap to his flag stand with that packet loss. Looks like it may have died down. It certainly wasn't as bad as it was in warm-up, but still getting some spikes, and that is a scary proposition to have the match in your hands. And just praying your connection doesn't drop, as Sonic almost dropped himself into the pit. Trying to avoid that jump pad. Able to get out the side door. You expect a cutoff right here. PB doesn't have any weapons, so all he can do is try to body block. Both flag carriers passing each other. And Sonic pretty much untouched, just going to walk across the map. Blue's flag is down. Does get returned. It looked like that was another grab, though, so Stahl might be running right back into him. Sonic's got to be careful here as he grabs Amp. He'll be covering himself with Amp here, but I think he's going to be a little bit more defensive. He needs to get some health quickly. Smart move there. You saw him shoot that rocket at the tree to try to get some splash damage. That flag goes down and gets returned. Stahl's going to have an opportunity now to sneak his way across the map. Red needs to make the most of their chances. Putting all kinds of damage out. Finally kills Simpson. Gonna piston straight up to his front door. Got rockets waiting for him. Unlucky move there. Good prediction. He gets caught right as he was walking back in his front door with a tying cap. Let's go head back over to see what Big V's looking at, as their defense seems to have slowed the match down a bit. We do have 2 blue pressuring them, but red team has definitely settled in on D, and their flag is under control a little bit more. You're not really going to keep the flag still with 2 defenders on this map, but you can at least keep tabs on it and keep it, you know, within a manageable situation. As it is, Sta's got their flag, or enemy flag, back in their base. Need to get a cover kill here. No one able to do it. A solo return there. Got to call that a mistake on Red's part. Now Blue's going to be coming back in their base. He is 1 jump pad away from capping, but he knows there's going to be a lot of enemies in his way. On the stick, a last second grab, last second denial. Baza with the return. I think Big V may have actually gotten that kill as he grabbed the flag. Now they're going to be trying to rebound here. Catching Blue a bit out of position. However, you know the blue team's pretty much all going to be on return here. He has amp cover. There's the kill and the pickup. Oh, Lino, did he try to piston? Tried to piston across mid. Didn't take into account the amp. And having some fun with the pit there, playing around on the jungle gym. Interesting move, killing yourself with rockets. PB, though, gets rocketed from behind, and it sounds like Red's amp got taken. Did Solid Snake grab that? Let's go see if we can find him. No, it sounded like somebody grabbed it. Couldn't tell who grabbed it. Sonic's going to be out the door. We're going to see his perspective. He's going to be throwing rockets behind him, you can bet. Expecting to get cut off here. See him taking that dangerous little side route, which can break line of sight, but if you get rockets around you... Oh, looks like he had grabbed amp. If you get rockets around you, that splash image is going to eat you up in there. Oh, a quick grab and piston by Lino, trying to go straight out the front door. Not a bad idea, as he had some cover there. And now we're seeing Big V pushing up to blue base. I don't know if they're switching positions up, or if they just wanted to push one player up front temporarily, but that's going to give Sonic an opportunity to come out through mid. He had 100 armor, now he grabbed the 50. Going to back up into base, stack back up, and wait for the red team to push out front. He'll be able to just run right behind him and see him being very patient. He may circle all the way back around this left side. If he wants to, he can actually piston across back into his back entrance. He may just go slowly and go straight up his jump pad. He's going to go through the trees over here. Grab that flat cannon. Red does see him, though, so they're going to be able to cut him off, but he has some cover. He's going to try to outrun them. Oh, narrowly avoids those rockets. Or he's not going to take that back entrance. Now Red's going to have a chance to cut him off, but they're going to have to grab this flag soon. He runs into rockets. There's nobody there to return it. There's Lino with the return. That's a smart move there, keeping track of the flag carrier. Can't let any more slip away. Running down to 7.5 minutes left. You heard that amp get taken. I'm curious. I don't see any blue attackers with amp right now. It's like Big V still on defense. Not sure why he was playing in the offensive side there. May have just tried to get an opportunity, get some opportunity cover in there. Solid Snake's got this flag moving. They come out the side door. You expect rockets to be waiting for him. You see him passing that flag, and actually nobody waiting for him. So there's a cutoff by Stahl. Finally, Simpson though switched back up, gone up top, and he's gonna probably get a free piston to his front door if he decides to take it. He's just gonna wait, be patient. PB or Big V was cutting him off already. Gets the kill there. He's still gonna need a couple more kills to get into his base. He's gonna go down. A nice pickup there by Solid Snake, but blue is all around their flag carrier right now. I wonder where red flag carrier is. Can't be many putting pressure on it, but then again, if you're blue, you don't necessarily need to get this return. You don't have to cap at this point. You just have to keep your flag safe, or your flag carrier safe, rather. Red pressuring Solid Snake, almost getting knocked down there. He's going to go down. They don't get the return. There's another kill and the return. Santa with the cherry pick here. He's going to be by himself. He actually jumps down in the pit. Baza, though, he doesn't find himself in position to cap. It looks like he was hiding in mid, trying to give his team time to get that return, which they did. Not in position to cap, however. PB does get this pickup. They need to switch positions now. PB is going to be a defender. They need to switch someone up to return. Are they going to communicate that effectively, though? He's surrounded by blue. Everything's going to be in blue base. And blue able to get that return. And running across mid is Solid Snake. This is problems for the red team. They have to stop this now. This could essentially end the game. There's 5 minutes left. Plenty of time to cap one, but the second one's going to be so hard on this map. There's the return in the cap. 2 caps right now. Down 5. There is time, but it's right on that edge. You really have to get things moving. And we'll see if red team decides to push an extra attacker right now. Maybe even push one of their defenders up to a dedicated mid-roll. It's hard to do that in a map as wide as this and not lose track of your flag. Baza, though, is getting it back across mid, trying to rebound here. He can't piston anymore. He may have to pass his flag. He's got teammates around him. He's going to go down. Enemy flag carrier is right there. Everybody's in lower red base. And every flag gets returned, but that's perfectly fine for Necro. That just eats more time off the clock. They're just riding that 2-frag lead for 4.5 more minutes, and they'll be set. Here in map 3. Sta's going to go down. We're going to watch Sonic low on health. Wouldn't be surprised to see him pass this. 50 armor's not enough. He may have to circle back around and grab health packs because those are down. Going up the jump pad, there's going to be some health up there. Oh, that's down as well. Everywhere he goes is already grabbed. But again, Necro perfectly content, basically playing a flag standoff on the enemy team's base right now. They don't need to cap, they just need to hold on to it. Run out that clock. They're playing ring around the rosy a bit, finally goes down. Let's take a look at blue flag. Completely wide open, surprise. Leno takes a lightning gun shot. Wonder if blue amp is spawning soon. It is up. I wonder if red knows that. Nope, it looks like we're going to see a blue amp run here. See if we can catch up to it. There it is. Santa's going to be defending in mid, just basically shooting everyone he can see. Just trying to disrupt this little transition period. Oh, turns the corner, amped LG shot right into the flag carrier. And that's going to be an instant return. Simpson in position to get to his flag room if they can keep this clear, which have done a good job of sealing this base. Oh, that flag finally gets out. That's the first time I think they've been coming into the base with the flag and haven't converted it. But they will get this return. They will get that cap. That'll put them up 3 with 3 minutes to go. I think that's pretty much going to do it. You look at the scoreboard as we see blue team trying to clean out their base. Red trying to get this flag moving. Their flag is moving as well. At this point, it's pretty much desperation. Let's go ahead and follow Santa again, as he's going to be on the operative flag, and Simpson's going to return the flag for them. Bit of a favor. Fine, we're going to watch PB instead. He's going to get minigun down to 3 health. Actually covers himself. He will be able to grab this health, get out to mid. So he even decides to piston with this low health. He may actually go grab those health packs. Nope, he's going to get rocketed in the back. Couldn't quite get the kill in time. Once again, you see blue team just content to kind of ease their way across. In no hurry whatsoever. Up 3. Time running out. Last thing he wants to do is jump into the red team and give them an easy return. 2 minutes to go. Gonna see what Simpson's seeing here. Pretty much just spamming behind him. Here's the rampage. And one more cap on the board. Necro pulling away again on this one. 6-2 right now. And you know, red trying to get one more on their end. Williams got some cover. A minute and a half's plenty of time to make it across. But only 15 health, so we'll see what he can put together here. He's going to be patient, grab some health, maybe wait for his team to get the return, but running down to a minute to go. He's back up to 90 health. We'll see what he's seeing, which is a pretty even path. He's probably wondering where the blue team is right now. Oh, they snuck in behind him. I don't think he saw him drop in behind him. And Leno goes down to a combo to the back. This may be Red's last chance to try to put another cap on the board here, as PB's got amp cover for himself. Misses the jump, though. He's going to have to fight to get in his front door. He's got amp. That's going to take him down. He may actually be able to get this one across. 45 seconds to go. We're going to watch him jumping to his stick. He's going to have one person to kill. They don't take him down. There's the return. Another denial by Necro. And that'll probably be the last real opportunity for Red to put a cap on the board. Solid Snake may have time to get across mid here, but if there's any kind of real cutoff, it's going to slow him down, and we're going to end up with a 6-2 score here. He goes down. Necro's going to win this match. 2 maps to 1. Winning big and on Anfrac and TwinTombs, losing the more defensive game Pistola.
3, 2, 1.
CTF pulling one map win out, so they are getting some points out of this, but going down in 3 to Necro.